Hello, welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you how I can alter, or how you can alter a mould, so something like this, and something like this, to give it a different either design or to change something about it that you don't like. Now, if you saw this video where I made this dish out of salt and sand and mica powder, you'll know that I was really disappointed to discover that it was an ashtray, because I am a strong believer that we should not be making ashtrays out of resin because they don't support up to the heat that a cigarette or a cigar would come, and they'll create fumes and things. So what I want to do is I want to remove these pieces from this so I can continue on making this shape, and then I'll use this mould for maybe some concrete ashtrays or different other things as well, but I won't use it for resin. And this one, where I put the rose in the middle, what I found was there was far too many ripples in the dress to get a really clear picture of the rose. So I want to make another mould, so adapt this one so that I can recast it again and get a really clear image of the rose that's inside. So you could put a bride's or a bridesmaid's or a prom rose or something in there once you've dried it. But I don't want to change this actual mould because I will use this for candle making and things. So with this one, I've already done a couple, as you can see there, and what I'm using is I'm using Sculpey Firm, and I've got it nice and warmed up, and all I'm doing is I'm breaking off a small piece, popping it into where the cigarette would sit, and then sculpting the shape that I want, giving a rough kind of following the rough type of design that this is. Now I'm pushing that in quite firm, and then I'm just using my tools here to get that nice and neat. Now, you won't get it 100% as neat using your fingers, but you can use a product on it to get it all nice and neat. So this is quite a simple one. I'm just doing a third horn here. That one I've done going in one way. This one I'm doing in a slightly different way. And then once this is all firmed up, those bits where people would hold their cigarettes in, gone. And then I can use this mould going forward for something else. I'm going to round that off because I don't want a sharp point anywhere, because a sharp point would cause you to catch your hand on it or anything like that. And this is an easy way to change any mould. Once you've done a cast, if you think, I don't like that, then you can just make some adjustments. So I'm quite happy with that now. So all I'll do is I'll take some of the clay softener, which gets rid of fingerprints and all different bits and pieces like that. It's really good. It's so easy to use. And how I use it is I just put a bit like that on my silicone mat. I get a brush, and a soft brush normally, and I will just run over it. It will soften up the clay. Then I'll get my shape in, make sure that my shapes are all okay, and I will just go round it, and that will get off all the fingerprints. Now, I can't put this in the oven. Certainly I wouldn't put resin in the oven, but I do want to set this clay up so it's nice and hard before I go casting it. Once I've done this, I'll show you what I do to set it up. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be heating this polymer clay up with my hot air gun, going over it, and what that will do is it won't cure it completely, but it will cure it firm enough to be able to cast it with silicone. And I will literally just have it about there, away from it, and then just keep going round and heating it up, and then I'll do inside as well, probably for about 2 or 3 minutes. And that now has become not completely cured, but it's become firmer than this. Look, so that is quite soft. This is now almost rubbery. It's rubbery. It's really rubbery. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this to cool down, and then what I'll do is I'll show you how I'm going to cast this one. Now, regarding the dress, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to make a whole new bit here, and then adapt that. What I'm going to be using for that is plaster of Paris. So I'm just going to pour some plaster of Paris into this mould. So I'll mix that up and I'll come back to you when I'm doing that, because you don't want bubbles in it. I've measured out how much water I need to make up my plaster of Paris by popping it into my mould. And it isn't a great deal, look, this is all it takes. And then I will use the same amount of plaster of Paris as I've got water. And I mix it till it comes almost creamy like. Just like a thick pouring cream. And I don't put it all in at once, but you do need to be quick with this because it will set up. I always put a bit in first and then mix it up, because that way you are less likely to get lots and lots of bubbles. And I always use cold water as well, because if you use hot water, it will cure up a lot quicker in your pot and you won't get as much work time with your plaster of Paris, and you won't get the opportunity to get rid of any of the bubbles that are going to form. Now, I'm not too worried about the bubbles because the way I'm going to be changing this in a minute, but I want to avoid as many as possible. Right, there we go. So I've now got that to the consistency that I want. I want to make sure it's well mixed in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit in to start with, and then give it a really good squidgy widgy to prevent that, hopefully, getting any bubbles. I'm going to give it a good tap. And then I will slowly pour in the rest till it fills up completely to the top, this dress. Now, this will probably be hard in about 15 minutes, but I wouldn't demold this for probably a couple of hours. So what I want to make sure is that it's fully hard before I take it out of the mold, because I don't want it to break. And I'm just going to sit here and tap this a bit to encourage any bubbles to come up. So what I've done is I've demolded this, and as you can see, all the details are still on there and it hasn't got any air bubbles. I'm now going to sand away all these little ridges so it's nice and smooth. And what I'm going to be using for that is, of course, my Dremel with a sanding attachment to it. But you don't, if you haven't got a Dremel, then you can use a piece of sandpaper. And to be honest, it sands really well using sandpaper. Now, wear a mask when you're doing this, because it will create quite a lot of dust, but as you can see, it does sand quite easily. And if you've got a big bit, you can actually go down it like this and get rid of an awful lot of those big ridges. So I'm just going to go ahead and sand this all so it's completely smooth, and then I can show you the next step. So now I've finished this and I've sanded it all down, and what I've done is I've left the back of the actual dress on there, because I think that just gives it a little bit more finesse, let's say. Makes it look quite pretty. And so now I need to seal this. Now I want this to be a glossy mould. I don't want it to be a dull mould. Before I put any gloss varnish on it to make it glossy, what I want to do is paint it with some acrylic paint to seal this so the gloss varnish doesn't just get sucked into the porous plaster. I am quite pleased how this has come out. So these are all ready now to be cast. All I have to do is mix up my silicone. What I've done is I've made a little pot here just using some acetate and a piece of plastic, and this one is just a plastic pint mug that fits quite nicely. I've also given them a quick spray with mould release that allows them to be demolded a lot easier when it comes to demold them. I just need to spray this one quickly. There we go. So that one's finished and that one's ready. So I'll mix up my silicone and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it's like when it's pouring. Okay, so I've got my silicone mixed up now. And what I always recommend is that you actually pour it over your mould, and that way it ensures that you'll get it into all the nooks and all the little crannies. And pour it slowly as well, because that way I find that you don't introduce lots of bubbles to it. There we go. So what I'll do is I will now leave that one overnight, and I will go ahead and pour this one, and then we'll come back to these when they're ready. As you can see, I've now demolded these and I've trimmed them up to make them a little bit thinner. And what I'll do is I'll do a casting in them, and then I'll come back and show you what the finished cast looks like. So this is all finished now and cured up, and I'm really happy with the way this has come out. If you look at the two different ones, we've got that round the right way. This is where the groove was to put the cigarette. And there's the equivalent on this side here. So this no longer really does look like an ashtray. It's just a pot. I love the way the casting has come out as well. And if you want to know how I cast these, then check out the video that's coming at the end of this. And the bride, I am really pleased with. I mean, it's just almost like a different... Well, it is a different mould. It's almost like a very different mould. I'm pleased I left the ruffles on the back of this one here. And I think it just actually makes it a bit more of a modern looking dress. The rose has come out lovely as well. Hardly any problems with that. I like the fact that I've laid it flat this time instead of where I did it that time sitting up. So it just goes to show, if you've got a mould that you're not happy with, or there's something you don't like, then you can make quick and easy changes to it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out all the links to everything that I've put in the description below. If you'd like to buy me a coffee just to say thank you, then the link to that is in the description below. It really does make a big difference to me being able to make these videos and keep this channel going. And also the members area as well is down below, and you'll be able to check that out. Take care, enjoy yourself, hit that like button. Bye.